welcome back to this week's edition of Coffee Time. Today we're going to look at, 4 or 5 apps, whatever we have time to look at. Those of you that follow my blog, follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, know that I am trying to lose some weight. And to do that, I have enlisted the help of a few apps. A couple of apps I've been using for a while now, a couple I'm just trying out. I want to show them to you and see if there are any in here that might fit your lifestyle and how you're trying to become a more fit human being like I am. So grab a cup of coffee because this is the elixir of life. Grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and we will take a look at this over the next 10 minutes or so. Okay, so you'll see here on my phone, I have this folder called Fitness. And I'm one of those people that really like to not have numbers popping up on my apps. You'll see I have 5 emails down there in the mailbox that I've not done anything with yet, and that bothers me. So to see this 21 here on top of this fitness thing is taking some getting used to, and it's in an app that I have to decide whether I'm going to continue to use or not for that reason. And it is this app called Waterminder. And it really does one thing. It reminds me that it's time to drink more water. Because this is one of the things, this is one of the things that I struggle with is drinking enough water throughout the day. So here's how this app works. You'll see that I have filled up my body 21% of the water that I should drink during the day. I have put on there, and that's where the number comes from. So just before this video, I had another glass of water, so I'm just going to add that, and you'll see that it has gone to 28%, and now when I close the app out, I'm at 28 here. So this is actually a good number to know about, and we'll see if I keep using this app or not, because that little red thing with the number in it just drives me crazy. An app that I have used quite a bit and have been using for a while is this app called Lose It. And I enjoy this app. It's very easy to get around in, and you'll see here are the things that I have had so far today. You'll see up at the top, my budget says 868 calories. That's not correct, by the way. But I have had 412 calories so far today. And the exercise that shows up there is actually tied to my Fitbit. I'll show you that in just a moment. And so you'll see the things that I've had to eat. And if I want to add things to eat, I just click here to add food. And if I click on anything at all, let's just say that I had a large apple and I add that and I tell it that I'm done. You'll see the large apple comes up down here at the bottom and adds to my number of calories for the day. If I click that and I want to get rid of it because I didn't actually eat it, I just click the little trash can, I remove that food, and I'm back to where I was. I can also, down here at the bottom where you'll see the little scales that says goal, this is where I track my weight from day to day, and it gives me sort of an idea of where I'm going. And today's date, today's weight, I think I've already logged it at 227 because that's what it said. But that's how easy that is to do. And so I can come back here and I keep track of all of my calories. Now, one of the reasons I like this, if I go to add food, I have this choice over here on the right of brands. And so I have supermarket and restaurant foods. So for instance, just recently, I went and got something at Panera, and if I pull it up, all of the Panera stuff is here, and if I pull up breakfast, no, I don't want to pull up breakfast, I want to pull up Power, because that's their low-carb stuff. You'll see the different things here that they have listed, and I can add that directly and go from there, and I have tracked everything that I needed to do, and it automatically is put into this app. So Lose It is a great app for me to track calories. There are others out there, and people are using different ones. I have some other apps I'm using for other things that also track calories, but this is the one I've been using for a while, and I'm really comfortable with it. One that I am looking at, just because it's fun, it serves no purpose except to make me laugh, is this Carat weight loss app right here. And I am going to turn my volume back on. And we will see, I'm going to record the weight.
Come on now, I don't bite. Cue dramatic tension. You are starting to affect the Earth's orbit around the sun.
And that's all it does. I'm going to turn the volume back off again. And so once I'm done, I can come back in and I can track my weight every day. It's just fun. It makes fun of me. It does weird stuff, and I kind of enjoy that. That's just my personality. I also have a Fitbit. Now, the Fitbit one that I bought cost $100, but it does track steps that I take. And so let's go in here. I thought I had Bluetooth on. I didn't. Okay, Bluetooth is on. Let's come back. This is what happens when you do things live in the recording. So my Fitbit app, I could set this up to track me all day long, but I don't. I have it set up to go out and track me at different times. So it's looking for my Fitbit. It also tells me over to the right how much battery charge I have left on the Fitbit. And typically when I am finished at work, I will check this before heading home, and I will have done anywhere between 5,000 and 6,000 steps on a typical day, and about 19 or 20 floors that I've climbed, because we have a lot of steps at my school. And so I'm going to wait just a moment while this finishes syncing. We'll edit this part out. And so you'll see I'm obviously recording this early in the morning. I've taken 698 steps so far. That was mostly from my house to my car to Starbucks and back. The goal here is to hit at least 10,000 steps a day. 10,000 steps is about 5 miles. And so later on when I get on the treadmill or I get on I go out to take a walk on the hiking trail, I make sure that my Fitbit is in my pocket. It will track all that for me and update it here. Now, because I have paid for the upgrade versions of Lose It, Fitbit also syncs to my Lose It account, and the exercise that I do by walking calculates calories and puts it into the Lose It app to sort of balance out the calories that I'm taking in against the calories that I am expelling by walking. So that's Fitbit. That does cost money to buy the device to track that. There are devices that will do that directly on the iPhone, but that means that it has to be running all day long, and that's a huge battery drain, and so I just simply don't do those. The other thing that I have used before is Runkeeper, and it doesn't matter if you're running or walking. I'm not going to turn that on, but it will track for me where I go. It follows GPS. It will lay out a map for me to tell me where I've been. It will tell me how long that took, especially when I go back into jogging again and I have sort of a goal of how fast I want to complete the mile that I'm doing or the 3 miles that I'm doing. This will help me to track that, and it will give me updates through my earbuds as I'm going about every 5 minutes to tell me my pace and how far I've gone and give me some motivation to keep working. So the Runkeeper is a really nice app for that. You'll see if I go over here, another one that I have back here is Map My Fitness, which I am just now trying, which is sort of like that as well. A couple that I'm looking at right now, one is this Fit in 7 Minutes, because I want to try this out first thing in the morning when I don't have a lot of time, but I want to sort of get the body pumping a little bit. What this does is this gives me 30-second intervals of exercise, and it will demonstrate that for me as it goes, like you see now. And so I will keep up with that activity for 30 seconds. And when that 30 seconds is over, it will take me into the next exercise and into the next. And so in 7 minutes, I can get a fairly decent cardio workout before I go to work. So that's one that I'm just trying out. Couple of other things. This new ShopAt app, I'm just now loading up. This is simply a grocery list. It comes preloaded with a select number of items. And then I am adding things as I go. I find that I'm buying the same kinds of foods most of the time. And so rather than write everything out or type it all up in Notepad, it's as simple as taking whatever it is that I want to buy. For instance, if I wanted to buy bacon, which I don't, but if I wanted to buy bacon, I would just swipe it and that automatically adds it to my shopping cart. And when I go to the shopping cart, you'll see all the things that I have listed to buy so far today. And it's already put into different areas of shopping, so it keeps me on track as to where I'm going through the store, and I know kind of where I'm going to find different things. And you just swipe again to take it out of the shopping cart when you've bought it, take it off your list. So it doesn't do a whole lot for me except make it easy to keep track of what it is I need to buy. And I can just simply add to that shopping list very quickly on anything that I need to do cooking for that week, because I don't cook that much anyway. So that's probably why it's so easy. Another one that I'm just now trying out, and we'll try to end this here in just a minute, is this Trail Mix Pro. I think I got this on a day when it was a free app. What it will do, if I come down here to the bottom to Magic Shuffle, and I'm not going to start this now, but if I choose all music up here at the top and I go to Magic Shuffle, I have to have my phone on my person, either on my arm, or they prefer it in the front pocket or on an armband, not a back pocket. It will pick up the tempo of the cadence that I'm running or walking, and it will play music that will match that cadence. It will find that music and play it randomly while I'm running. And music is a big part of what keeps me going. And so finding a way to make that different every time and not just the same old playlist over and over and over is something that I'm looking for. So that's an app called Trail Mix Pro. And then I have a couple of apps in here. I said I'd quit, but I lied. I have a couple of apps in here that all they do is give me some background music or background noise to sort of keep things calm. And one that I really like is this CoffeeTivity. Obviously, since I am, let me turn this back on again. And so I have the morning murmur. And so even when I'm not in a coffee shop and I'm just sitting at home working on the couch, I can turn this on and it will sound like I'm in a coffee shop. How cool is that? So those are some of the apps that I'm using to sort of track my weight, my fitness, goals that I have. And if you keep reading my blog at timchilders.com or follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/ I think it's tim.childers, but it might just be Tim Childers. Then you can sort of keep up with where I'm going. I'm at 227 today. My goal is 195. I got a long way to go. Got a year to get there. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's Coffee Time. Find an app that works for you to give you a healthy lifestyle or that just makes your life easier. And until next time, enjoy the coffee for sure.